Well, welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. Today, right now, it's the time. That's right. The time is now. It's always now. It's never not now. So the question you ask is, if there's something really, really, really on your mind, you really, really want to do it, become it, experience it. The only time you can do it is now. That's right, now. There is no time that needs to be wasted. And when I think about that, I think about, is it the time to love? Is it the time to hate? There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that when we hate, we're wasting time. Why? Because when we hate, we're not in love. And why wouldn't we want to spend our life in love? I can't imagine. And yet we're conditioned to hate. We're conditioned to judge. You know, you get to choose right now whether you're going to be healthy today. You choose to reduce your stress, which will in turn help your body recover. You choose what you do to eat. You choose what you drink. You choose how you move. You choose how you think about yourself. And when you take into account that if you choose to reduce your stress, you choose to eat healthy, vibrant food, drink healthy, vibrant water, you choose to move in ways that serve your body, and you choose to speak to yourself from the standpoint of I am healthy, you will shift and shape and reshape your body. Don't believe me. Don't ask you to believe me. Test it out for yourself. Same thing happens in relationships. Are you in a relationship where there's only judgment? If you're in a relationship where there is a lot of judgment, chances are you're judging. You're not only judging the other person, but you're judging yourself. And right now, you can stop judging. That's the only time you can stop judging. You can't stop judging in the future. Do you get the simplicity of that? You can't stop judging in the future because the future, it never comes. There's only now. Only now. So when are you going to stop judging? Here's another one. When are you going to stop smoking? When are you going to stop drinking? When are you going to stop an addictive behavior? When are you going to look in the mirror and say, I love you as you are? The only time you can do that is now. Stop fooling yourself. If you keep putting something off to the future, and we all have, haven't we? We've all put things off in the future, and guess what? They never get done because the future never comes. The simple thing was today, I had 10 minutes before this podcast. Now, it's a Sunday, so I've got a lot of things going on. But I'm a guy who likes soup. I never did when I was young. My dad made soup twice, 3 times a week. He always had a pot of soup in the refrigerator. I'm the same way now. As I gotten older, I love soup. And I'm looking at the clock, and the clock is saying it's 11 minutes to 8. Well, I'm going to speak to you at 8. I said, now's the time. Within 8 minutes, I have a pot of soup on my Instapot. It's cooking right as we speak. I've cleaned up after myself. I did it in the now. And I'll eat it in the now when I get back from Agape later on. But you see, I'm not one that believes in wasting time. And you say, well, why is soup so important to you, Lee? Well, my number 3 value is my personal health and well-being. And part of my personal health is what I eat. And guess what? There's probably no healthier food than the ones I cook for myself. Why? Number 1, I'm choosing the ingredients. Number 2, I know what feeds my body. Number 3, I do it with love. I don't do it out of resentment. I do it out of love. So when I'm eating my food, I know how it's been prepared by a very, very loving person. Here's the key thing. We may have things we're looking forward to later in the day, but we've got an event or two between them. Don't sacrifice focusing on the thing down the road. Be present in the moment with your partner, with your kids, with whatever you're doing. be present. What was really interesting as I was making the soup, um, there's a special spice that I learned from a woman who's a chef at a Polish restaurant in Denver, of all places, a Polish restaurant in Denver. It's very good, very good. And she taught me about this one spice. And it's a secret, but she gave me some. And I put it in. And the beauty of it is she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to give me any to take home from Denver to Dallas, but she did. Every time I use that spice, I think of Uta. And when I think of Uta, I smile and bring her into my heart as love. That's how you spend a moment. In love. Can you be in love with all the people who grew the onion, brought the onion to me, the store that sold me the onion, the money I had spent to get the onion, the knife I used to chop up the onion? In the now, be fully appreciative of everything. If you have an animal, do you love your animal now, or are you waiting till later? Now. Start today by loving you now. You don't have to lose weight. You don't have to color your hair. You don't have to fix your hair. You don't have to put on certain clothes. You don't have to tone your body. Love yourself now. Love means to accept yourself now, as is. Because if you don't accept yourself as is, judgment comes in. When judgment comes in, love disappears. Love and judgment do not coexist. Don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. Either you accept yourself 100% or you don't love yourself. And let me break this to you. There's no such thing as partial love or conditional love. That's nonsense. Those are rationalizations or excuses to not love, to make us not feel bad. The fact of the matter is, it's either love or it's not. There's no degrees of love. Life loves you, doesn't judge you as you are. Life responds to you, not who you are, not the physical you, but what is your thought atmosphere? What are you thinking? Realize you're an eternal being, and eternity is now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Live now. It's the most beautiful time in the world. With that, I'll tell you right now, I love me, and right now I love you. And you're perfect, just as I am right now. Make it a great day. Aloha.